Have you ever thought there might be a better metric to understand the popularity of a crypto than just its market cap? Because there's different ways you can calculate market cap or think about market cap that would change the definition of the most popular, right? Because it doesn't necessarily have to be the one that's the highest market cap depending on how it's calculated. Well, what if we could tell which one was most interested in by the people? And we can. If we use a site called Alexa, which tracks different websites and ranks them. It's a data like analytics company. It's owned by Amazon. And we did that for Cardano, Solana, and Pulsex, as well as Pulsechain. And we're going to get into those results in this video to understand which one of these is like the most popular. Now, most popular does not mean the best necessarily, right? Because sometimes you have people that are super excited about fucking Pokemon, right? And I don't know, doesn't seem like a super long-term thing for me. So those things can happen in all spectrums of life, right? People get all excited about weird, stupid shit all the time. So with that being said, if this is your first time here, what's good? My name is Sam, and for those of you who are returning, it's good to freaking see you. I appreciate the support. If you want to support in other ways, there's links down below for triggered products. Got new stuff coming out regularly, so if you want to support, you can check it out over there. Now, let's get into the video. So, I just got into crypto much deeper in terms of like I'm fucking making these videos now. So I'm trying to understand the space, and one of the ways that I force myself to learn is by making these videos. Because in order to make content like this video, you have to like look at shit or look for information or read shit or talk to new people to create new content so that I can continue getting better, so that I can provide more value in these videos. And the process of doing that forces me to learn. So one of the ways that, one of the like reasons behind me doing videos about it, something is because I'm interested to learn about it. So when you see me make videos, you can take it from that perspective that I like to force myself to learn, and I use this as a way of holding myself accountable to that. So that's what I did with this when I looked up all this information. So let's just start here with Cardano. So blockchain, don't really have any understanding what it's about, in all honesty, or know much about it. If you know more about it, or like kind of give it its essence of like what it is, let me know in the comments. So Alexa ranks this 11,700 in the world and 8,500 in the United States. So another one that I hear a lot about is Solana, right? So let's check out Solana. And Solana, I already have pulled up here. Worldwide is 2,900, and in the United States is 2,900. So this is interesting. Remember this. What does this say here? Right, the popularity of this is interesting. Is evenly distributed around the world, which is interesting because it's always been skewed. I used to use this site for other purposes. I used to make political videos. And you can use this site to do the same thing to understand the popularity of a candidate by the traffic that is going to their site, right? And this gives you an awesome tool to do that. And there was always a discrepancy, right? Because you have these US-based things that you're looking up. And when you go through and you see something like this, which has a universal like level of awareness, right? Let's go back to Cardano. Cardano over here is 11,000th globally. So they don't have as much attention because they're US, they have to be US based or US dominant of a player, because in the United States they're 85th hundred, right? So they're more popular in the United States than they are globally. But when you go to Solana, that shit is fucking neck and neck. That's super interesting because I've never said that any other times I've used this site. Because I'm in the United States, right? So there's a United States bias in the shit that I'm fucking looking into. This one is Pulsex, right? So this is the coin, or this is the exchange, the decentralized exchange that is about to drop. And so you would expect this to not have as much attention as a live project, right? Because it's not actually in the market yet. And this is 9,500th. So that's pretty good relative to 2 days ago when I looked at this. It's improved by like 500 spots. It was 1999.4 or something like that 2 days ago. So it's definitely continuing this slope here. It doesn't seem like it's gonna stop. It seems like there's a growing level of awareness for this because this looks pretty steady and stable. Yes, things could change, but when you take a look at, say, Pulsechain, which is the kind of, it's a blockchain basically, but it's going to be just way better than other shit that's out there. Well, this is also U.S. dominant in terms of the player, right? 16,000. What's in? I have no idea why my music just started playing on my phone. That was strange. It is a definitely U.S. dominant in terms of the understanding of it, with 16,000 in the United States and 29,000 almost globally. That's kind of interesting. As well, but this project is not out yet, so you wouldn't expect these two projects between Pulsex and Pulsechain to actually be out because they're not available. But this is definitely interesting. If you know anything about any of these projects, leave them down below. Brand new, looking to learn. Appreciate your time. If you want to support, you can check out some links around. If you have any questions or you want to reach out, check Twitter or on Instagram. Those are probably the best places to touch base and have a conversation. All right. Peace.